Wait, could you guys even hear me the whole time? I realized that. Fuck. It's the thing that OBS sometimes does where like it just resets my mic settings for some reason. I don't know why it does that, but apparently it just like reset my mic so I was completely muted. So that sucked. But yeah, hope you guys have been doing good. Good. Get these things. Oh fuck no. So yeah, I was trying to say that like I wasn't sure what to do today. We could do like GBF as usual and chill, but that feels like I don't know. I feel like doing something a little different. The only thing was I wasn't really sure what to do, so I figured we could like play with the PS3 a little to see if it works for like when we actually do like a proper full play of it on the Sunday. The original snippet is very nice. I love it very much as well. Bit by bit, it just like gets lower and lower till we're at like bronze, and then soon we'll be at like some fucking wood rank or something. It won't even be a metal anymore. It'll just be like, ah yes, I am rotting plank rank. So here's the issue with the PS3 though, right? I don't have any good games for the PS3. Like all I have is Kusoge on the PS3. So you and I were gonna be maybe perhaps in for an experience today. Because I do want to see if this works. Just hang out on PC instead. Yeah, we could do that while hanging out. No, we could do that. Like we can just hang out on the PC like this while I try out this garbage game and see if it works in the meantime. Because I have never used this PS3 before, so like I don't know how effective question mark it is. This is connected to the fan, alright. But yeah, I hope you guys have been doing good. I've just been like busy at work before this. You know, like you do. Just another usual busy day at work. I came on PS3 11 years ago. It was like this forgotten Stone Age. I mean, it is certainly a relic at this point. Oops. What work though? Ooh. Okay, maybe we could go for English. Like, there's probably English on this, right? So you my dog on Discord. Can your dog even fit onto Discord? Like, it feels like it'd be a little cruel just turning them into like megabytes to put them on like the internet. But sure. Was that a very boomer joke? Please suggest. Uh-oh. 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 Please adjust your resolution to supported range. What the fuck do you want me to do? Technical knowledge. Well, hey, if it works, right? Fuck. Uh. But yeah, either way, hope you guys have been having a good day nonetheless. I have been eating this snack. It's called like Country Ma'am, and it's just like a bunch of like chocolate biscuits. But let me just make this bigger. Country Ma'am. I don't know what it is. I just saw it and I was like, you know what? I think I really want a snack, and I just like got it. And then here we are. Did someone DM? Oh, that was you. Okay. Ah, that's a very cute. This is a Shiba Inu, isn't it? Ah, that's actually adorable. What's his tail look? Is that his tail? Something about the tail feels a little different. I don't know what it is, but it's really cute. I have to say. I especially like the last emerge, but it has like that kind of sleepy, happy face to it. That's actually adorable. I don't know if you want me actually showing its face anywhere, so I didn't like show it on screen, but please work. Please work. It's not a dog. Get dogs. Fair enough. Tail circle. Ah, no wonder. Oh yeah, I especially like this so much. It looks very derpy in a good, like, happy way. And this image just looks so sleepy. It's actually adorable. I need to change the resolution, huh? Wait, let me just resolution PS3 1080. 1080. Like this? Ugh. Or do I need to put it 1, 2? Supported video modes 1080p 720. What about 720? Wait, no, it's the what's the thing called? Capture card PS3 settings. Supported range. The video capture source needs to be. Please adjust your resolution to supported range. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Okay, this works. Then, like, it asks me if I want to go to HDMI, and when I do, it says like I'm out of the range. So do I go to 1080 now? 720? Like, what counts as supported range? $40p. 1280. It's not it. Let's see. Oh, it really does have a circular tail, huh? That's actually really cute, to be honest. Oh wait, 59.94 NSTC? Please adjust your resolution. Match output FPS. Making a public bet. Oh, what now? New Dragon Age will fail horribly. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it does. I mean, even Inquisition was already kind of questionable, to be honest. Whether or not the most recent one would actually be good feels very questionable. Did they mention anything more about like new features for it though? Well, also it's probably pretty boring, just like sitting me look like at a blank screen while I figure this out. So let me play a little bit of an OST in the background. You guys can have like boomer music or something. You guys can have like boomer music in the background while I figure things out. They focus on the cast instead of the game once again, just like 2020. It does feel like that might actually mess things up quite a fair bit, huh? I'm 23. I mean, I am older, yeah, for sure. It's just that I'm not that old. Do I look younger? Maybe it's the hair. Maybe it's the hair. I feel like I feel like I did start looking a little, just a little bit younger with the slightly shorter curly hair at the tips. Like it used to be longer, and I feel like I used to look older, and like my scroll used to look, or like my resting bitch face used to look worse back then. It probably could be like completely unrelated to the hair, but it certainly does feel like one of the potential possibilities. Oh! I saw it for a second. Wait. We got it. We fucking got it. Do I look that young though? I don't think I do, but I appreciate that you think I do. It makes me feel like a little bit less of a boomer. Hey, I'm not that old. Come on. I'm on the cusp of being a millennial. Right? I like all millennials, I read Harry Potter. You know, I played like Demon's Crash. Was it called Demon's Crash? Yeah, Demon Crash. No, Devil's Crash? Yeah, like this game. Bro, this game had the best OST. Have you not seen this game? The pinball game, Devil's Crash. It has the best OST. Like listen to it. Listen. This is a pinball game. This is 29 and 20 months old. He can't accept that he's gonna become a magician or a wizard. Or he has already become one. He should just accept it, you know. It's like once you get to 30, you just like... If you get to 30 and you're just a virgin, you become like a magician or something, right? What's the joke in Japan? You should just embrace it. You become the magician he was meant to be. Ooh, this is very, very chunky, huh? This is making me feel like using an emulator, to be honest. Ooh, I don't know if I actually want the full, like, authentic experience, to be honest. This... Ooh... It is a relic. I'm using it now and I'm like... I'm actually... It's making a white connection. Use PLN, just back when it was look good. Yeah. Back then, man, like even 30 was like the metal at the time, and then it's like 60 became a thing, and then everyone just like, what? 60 FPS is a thing? Nani? It truly is a funny. I don't wanna... Yeah, I don't want internet connection. I don't want them to know that I'm playing Kusoge. Like, do I look like I want like Sony like peeking into my like game history to be like, oh, look at this nerd. He only plays shit games. What's wrong with this guy? We're playing PS Battlefield 3. Ooh. Oh, the CD works? I remember playing Battle... Oh, it works! It works! Battlefield 3 on the PS3. I don't remember... No, I feel like for me the PS3 was a lot of like RPG and like simulation games more so than FPSs at the time. For some reason, I never got into like Battlefield until Battlefield 1 came out. But I remember Battlefield 3 being like very hyped at the time. So I'm assuming it's a good game. Like I remember, like the reason I bought a PS3 at the time was because Idolmaster was like sold on the PS3 and it was a better game on the PS3 than on the Xbox. Ah, those were the days. Like the Idolmaster series, for those who didn't know, it started out on the Xbox, funnily enough, even though it was a Japanese game. It actually started on the Xbox and it was later moved to a PC. Nippon Ichi Software presents. So fortunately for you guys, this may be a little easier of a game to understand what is going on, and due to the fact that this entire game, if I'm not mistaken, the game is in Japanese, but the language that the characters speak is English. So it was a very weird one because the game was only released in Japan, but for some reason all of the voice actors are English, or the voice acting rather. Why is it so soft? This is like the exact opposite of like me playing this on the PS on the this is like the exact opposite of me playing this on the playing a Wii game. I remember the Wii game was like way too fucking loud. Like I would say the Wii game has like quadruple of this game's like volume, to be honest. Opening's really good though. I can fuck with this. Like this music's really good. Hello, Zero2X. No, I can't play if I don't get 120 FPS. Yeah, but like most Japanese games even till today don't really even run at anything more than 60 FPS, right? Played Persona? Yeah, I played all the Persona games when they initially released. I didn't play Royal though. Oh, the music though. Okay, we're off to a good start. The game doesn't look like hot garbage just yet. So this game is supposed to have been notoriously bad at the time. I guess we're gonna find out. But yeah, I would think you probably don't want me spoiling anything for Persona, right?
In the future, people will look back on this time as an age of darkness. An age where two gods were in disharmony.
This is a Japanese game, by the way. Like, this is a Japanese game made for Japan, by the way. I have no idea why it's voiced in English. It never released in the West, if I'm not mistaken. Did it? Did this game even release in the West? No, it did. It did. It did release in Europe and America, huh? I'm just here to romance the god down. Emotional morality. Indeed, you can get your Dr. Mami to like fix you up after every battle.
One presides over the deaths of all people, taking away their souls. This is Mictilia.
It's not.
The other presides over the births of all people,
It's not
granting them new souls.
It's
This
very.
is Formable. From time out of mind, people have looked to these gods to bring life and death to the world.
I don't know how to feel about this. Like, I'm so distracted by the voice acting.
The balance was upset. Too many souls were revived by the reckless actions of Formable, and the world descended into chaos.
Like, okay, so it's not bad.
The weak prayed
Right.
to Mictilia for
It's not
guidance and for the
quite English.
strength
It
to
just
resist the
is.
terror and power of Formable.
This game has no Japanese voices. It's a game made by Nippon Ichi Software. with no Japanese voices. It's purely in English. Like, it's not like we get a choice of like, do we want to get like cringe English or like the original Japanese voice? No, it's purely English with this game.
Those who received the god's blessing to take life were known as blades.
It's not bad, I guess. It's like I've heard way worse, but it's not good either. It feels very like I paid some guy on Fiverr $5 to narrate my game sort of English.
Those blessed with the ability to seal wandering souls were known as sealers. Would this age sink into the dark abyss, or would they seek out the light
so
of hope?
cringe.
Even the warring gods had no answer to this question.
Even the warring gods had no response to this question. The voice sounds familiar. I wouldn't be surprised. It sounds like an English voice actor for anime sort of voice.
I'm so tired.
Who's this? Ben. Get insta-banned. If someone ever does that as a joke, they're just gonna get insta-banned and it'll be so funny. But yeah, like the voice actors for this game, they all sound like your standard Japanese game English voice actors. So I wouldn't be surprised that the voice is familiar. But these are the kinds of voices that like make me wince a little. Like, it's not bad, but it just feels off. I don't know why, it just feels off. Like, it feels like they're trying to mimic the Japanese style of talking.
Driver. I can't believe he's making me carry this. I just got back.
It sounds like... It sounds like them trying to mimic the Japanese style of talking and doing it in English. So, like, it sounds very unnatural. Reported account, thank you. Good, reported.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised he's already putting me back to work. And they should give me a World's Greatest Son award or something.
Yeah, Naruto, I sure do know what you mean. Hey, who's that over there?
He bought the stupid thing. Why doesn't he test it out himself? I guess I should just get this over with and get out of here.
Yeah, Naruto, let's beat it like we beat our meat. Like
Are you sure about this, my lord?
There's something about the
Your
voice.
son could be seriously injured.
Fear not. His natural skill as a blade is
sorry.
beyond reckoning.
It's like...
But I just don't
No.
understand him sometimes.
Please, no.
So I'm forced to keep an eye on him and keep him out of trouble.
I never expected such coddling words from the man once known as the Keeper of Lorvin.
Also, you know what's another thing very bad with this game? There's
Keeper
no
of Lorvin, eh?
autoplay
I
button.
haven't heard that name in ages.
There's no autoplay button for the text. I can't like push like a button and let it like play on its own whenever it ends.
But I lost claim to that title long ago when I chose this bloody path.
See, on the bright side with this game,
Regardless,
you guys
I
will
have
know
faith
what's
that
going
whatever
on.
path
It
you
won't be a
choose
case of
will
me
be
playing a
the
game
right
in
one.
Japanese and you guys sitting there going like, what the fuck is going on? With this game, you guys can actually follow along with the plot and be as confused
hope
as I
you're
am.
right.
Rotting bodies. They must be the undead brought back to life by Formival.
They must be the undead brought back to life by Formival.
The old man sure went to a lot of trouble to set up this little test.
The old man suddenly went through a lot of trouble setting up this little task. Yeah,
Well,
Naruto.
Whatever. Let's just get this over with. And then... time for lunch.
Yeah, Harima. I'm all ready for lunch. Don't get your knickers in the twist. Sasuke. Okay. Okay, so the thing with this game and like what made it infamously bad was in part this battle system. So the way this battle system in this game works is that so the way combat works in this game is that you first have to select an enemy to attack, and then you have to select in which order to hit each individual part of the enemy. So you have the head, the left horn, the right horn, left arm, right arm. No, yeah, left arm, left hand, chest, left leg, and right leg. And you will basically hit each part in order, like this. And then you can select it on the next enemy as well, and then you hit both of them. So I'm not sure if you're paying attention to the damage, but look at that. My total damage there was 89, right? So each part I attack, I need to use CP. Boom. Yeah, for each enemy they have parts that are stronger and weaker, and it's about aiming for the right part. And if you hit each of the enemies like individual parts in the correct order, the word bing, it will be a Bengal. I don't know why it's a Bengal. And if you manage to get multiple Bengals, you get a combo, and you get a bonus from the combo. And when you add up the bonus, item, and the better the bonus, the more EXP and items you get at the end of the battle. So essentially what they are saying with this game is that you kind of want to hit each of the parts in the correct order, and that is how you min-max like EXP and loot in this game. It's really hard for me to see because I'm playing through OBS instead, but like, give me a second here. And let me try to explain this like after Trainwreck we're playing right now. So aside from your basic attack, you have like healing magic, and it doesn't do a lot, but what's it do again? You remember the mark for enemies times 1. So times 1 means that that part is sealed for 1 turn, and so on and so forth. The more bingos you get, the more you can like stack up the seal. Okay, that's not important. Look, we can sit here and actually try to understand how to play this game. But what I really wanted to show you guys with this game is what happens when you get the damage correct. Which or fast enough. 1, 2. So the way it works is that you want to go 1. These are correct. So the way it shows is that if you get the order correct, it will be revealed on the right that you get those specific parts correct. But once you get it wrong, it will not show here. So the way the game works is that it kind of wants you to just sit here and just trial and error all of this fucking shit over and over again in order to get the optimal damage. So let me show you what happens when you get the optimal damage amount. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 1, 2, 3. What do you mean why? Clearly this is the optimal, this is how gaming was meant to be, right? This is how gaming was meant to be. Okay, are you ready? Look at how much the damage changes when you get the combo right. It's not that much higher, but like, wow, look how much you're being rewarded for figuring out the whole thing. You get like a 12% increase in damage. Fantastic. It barely does jack fucking shit. For me, when I played this game more and I was a kid, I thought the graphics looked amazing. I mean, to be fair, for its era, it was amazing. It was like, damn, text improved. Look at these graphics. I mean, he's not wrong. Like, have you seen what games probably looked like in his era? They looked like after Garbo. Like, it truly is just like kind of remarkable how much like game graphics have come over the years. Like, we've reached the point where like, you know, you have companies that are selling games that are 300 gigabytes big, and you still have to stream the textures for the game. It's not even in your like local copy. Like, that's the world we live in now. So, am I understanding the combat right? Wait, what? Wait, that became 2000 damage? Oh my god. What the fuck? I'm pretty sure that did like... I used the same skill before and it did like, what, 500 damage? I think that quadrupled actually. I received mail from Twitch. Uh-oh. They banned the ad account. Oh, that was really fast. Holy shit. Like, I'm surprised they actually moved that quickly, to be honest. I guess they have a way to check it or something, I guess. Yeah, that did way higher damage the last time around. What the fuck? Like, what am I doing again? Why is the damage so low now? I'm getting it right? But yeah, like, even back in the day with the especially with the PS1, I feel like games have come pretty far compared to that, at least. Like, the PS1 was like probably the era where I first got a non-portable console. Back in the day, that's like... It's crazy to think that, like, compared to that, this is considered revolutionary, to be honest. Wait, so like, what you're telling me is that like, oh, wait, that's fucked. So like, if this is correct, basically the way it works is that like, the bonus EXP I got for clearing this stage is the third number here. I don't know if you can see my mouse. I don't think you can, right? But the third number, fuck, I need an arrow. Do I have an arrow that I could like, make on screen or something? Wait, give me a second. Let me get an arrow real quick, put on screen, so that I can like explain my point. I know I have an arrow somewhere on my PC. I just don't remember where it is. Let me find the arrow real quick. This is actually quite insane. What the fuck? Okay, cool, that's the arrow. So like, the way this game works is that, like, you see this thing at the top here, this very first thing, this 48. 48 is the EXP I would get as a base for clearing this battle, right? The bonus EXP I got from doing the thing they said and hitting the monster in order is 364 for a total of 412. Which makes me think that if I fucked up the battle, I would only get 48 EXP instead of 400. Which, if this is correct, that's actually insane. Like, that means that, like, you're super punished for not understanding the game's mechanics. So, like, the more like you need to get the trial and error right every
Just as
single
expected from
time.
Sir Nine, but those are servants of Formival.
Is it really that bad? I need to retry that battle after this.
We must seal their souls, or they will simply revive with even more power.
Yea, verily, indeed they will.
Without a sealer, even the best blade couldn't...
No need to worry. My new toy from the Kingdom of Esther should do the trick.
That's pretty convenient. I never would have guessed it'd do something like that. But isn't this a little much for some broken down old man on his way out?
You know, I look at all of this and... Oh no, it's inverted controls. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Do I look like I'm playing a fucking pilot game? Flying game? Can I change this? I can't change it. I'm stuck with inverted controls. Also, when I opened it, I realized, but they have a they have a little thing in the options with all of the game's like terms, like all the lore terms are all explained here. Literally all the fucking bullshit that they have not bothered to explain at all, and this game so far has basically been throwing around terms like a fucking like Chinese gacha game. And they did the same thing as well, where like all the lore terms are just like in the book, which you can go and read at your own leisure. I don't think it's going to be explained to us in the story. is the save point? Okay. Let me save the game real quick and redo the first battle. You know what was the game I did play the most on the PlayStation back in the day though? As in the PlayStation 1. I think the games I played the most back then were probably Final Fantasy 8 and some weird Digimon game, which I can't remember now. But it was one of those Digimon games where like you basically just stood at the back and just shouted at the Digimon to tell it to attack. Kind of like a Pokemon game.
In the future,
Except that you had to like manually feed your Digimon instead. And like based off what food you gave it and like how much exercise you made it do, it would like basically raise to be a different like Digimon. And as a kid, like I could never get it right, and so every single time I did it, it basically became the poop Digimon instead. And I remember playing that and getting so pissed at the game because I had no idea how to play it. One, two, three. No, this is definitely all wrong. Okay. Also, if you're wondering what the thing I'm eating actually looks like, it kind of looks like this. I think it looks like the most normal chocolate thing. Oh, nice, 969. I guess it's like a brownie in a way, huh? And the inside is just like a slightly molten chocolate. Slightly. I guess it's more like powdered chocolate. How much the difference is damage? Well, damage is about the same, yeah. Though I have to say, like I'm already kind of bored, to be honest. Like I know it's supposed to be a Kusoge, so it's supposed to be boring. But like I'm actually kind of already bored. Like I would have to say the tempo for this game is really bad. In the sense that like it does feel like there is very little like player urgency, and it's like as the player you spend a lot of time looking at very boring animations and not being able to do anything. Like I have to sit here and like watch him like do the entire attack animation bit by bit like this, right? It's like it's really slow. I can't do anything, but is a pose like this floating around? A pose like what? Is it something weird? I mean, there's always weird shit like floating around in like Japanese Twitter. Oh fuck this. Oh, fuck, got left on my hand. Wait, give me a second. Like what? Software special against the streamers in Japan did not go well. Oh, I have not checked actually. Let me check. Assassin Creed Figia. Angel. I don't see it on Twitter, but there's like news about it on like, is the kanji wrong? Yeah, it's definitely wrong. Angel news drawing. Yeah, I mean, it was that there were a bunch of reasons that people were pissed at it, but like I feel like the first and foremost reason that people in Japan are pissed about this game is the fact that like it's a game that takes place in Japan, but like the main character isn't Japanese, and like the Japanese people, like some of them are actually kind of pissed about that. It's like, bruh, where's our representation? Like people are also shit. Like I can show you the articles I'm reading now, but like I just went on Google and like checked a bunch of articles, and it's like people are pissed about a lot of things. Like this is on the Toyo Keizai, so like this is like Japan's like actual financial newspaper, and even on the actual financial newspaper under business, people are getting pissed. Yeah, like Kusoge. Yeah, like according to like social media, Ubisoft picked a black protagonist because of DEI, which is like, you know, like if you want inclusivity, that's fine, but like why the fuck are you like, or why the fuck are they like omitting the Asian people in a game that is set in Asia? Like, huh? You had so many people you could pick from, so many like famous ninjas, right? They could just have the guy be a fictional ninja and like the whole thing. Like they have had black representation in previous Assassin's Creed. Can't we get Asian representation too, or like Japanese representation? This is the most isolationist country. Yeah, like no, look, the thing with the black guy during the Sengoku era is that he exists. Like we know he exists, but there is no proof that the guy was actually a samurai. So like them going down the whole he was not a samurai, he was a ninja path is like kinda interesting as well. But at the same time, it's like can we, or like can the Japanese people also get their representation in the game? Like didn't they already get like representation for the African Americans and like the America game? Wasn't the main character in the America game an African American? Yeah, like this person, or is she supposed to be like native Indian or something? I didn't play the game, but like so I'm genuinely unsure. But like I could have sworn I heard something about like they already got like some level of representation, but like Where Japanese don't exist? Indeed, they don't. I mean, with how bad the population, like, decline is here, it's like hell. Like, you might actually see, like, there not being any Japanese people left in, like, maybe 30 years' time. Maybe 30 years is a bit much, but you know. He was Native American. Okay, that's fair then. I guess that's not an African American, so them wanting to add in some representation somewhere is fine, but like, I don't think it's like gonna be like, but like it does feel a little icky. I feel like if it's done right, it could the main character being African American in and of itself may not be a bad thing, but like, yeah, it seems like for the most part that's the bigger thing so far. I don't think anyone has mentioned anything about the figure yet. But yes, as to the text you were asking about. Oh. No, that's not a figure. No, this doesn't mention that. Ooh, oh, that's actually quite aggressive, like, wording for, like, that's actually quite aggressive, like, wording in Japan, to be honest. Like, they were actually saying that the game is basically, like, making light, yeah, the video just outright calls it, like, they're calling it a game that basically gives a fictitious interpretation and like cast and like trivializes like Japan, like how do I put it best? Like a false interpretation of history that makes light of Japan. Like that's fairly aggressive, to be honest. And I've been waiting for some Ninja Samurai EC game for 10 years. I mean, like, I feel like most people would have as well. I was hoping that one day it would happen as well. Like, it would, like, it feels like something that would have been really interesting to have had at some point. Because, like, the whole, like, ninja thing and assassin thing, it's like, it feels like the kind of thing that would have fit really well together. And I feel like it's one of those things where people would have been excited for it, but if I search like this, would it? Oh. Character position 確かにダメ。確かにダメだな。うん、そうですね。Yeah, Yasuke's flag family crest for those of Toyotomi Hideyoshi. Because I did not insist that Nobunaga was alive, this is a complete mistake, and if his thought research was conducted, it would have been an impossible mistake. I 100% agree that would have been an impossible mistake. Like, the reason why these two would not have existed at the same time was because of the fact that Toyotomi Hideyoshi used to serve under Oda, and it was after Nobunaga's death that he basically took over and became the shogun for a period. I think, was it shogun? No, he became the daimyo at the time. No, he was a shogun for a bit. And then after his death, like after his defeat in Korea, did Tokugawa take over, and then Tokugawa basically became the family that ruled Japan for the next 400 years after that point. Like, I'm not like a super history buff, and even I know this shit. Like, this is a historical impossibility. This two crest should never appear at the same time, simply because he was a loyal servant of Oda until Nobunaga's death, basically. And then he took over, and so like this flag should not appear until after Nobunaga's death as a proper like crest that will appear on a flag like this. Much more yeah, like even that would have like, no, I mean that doesn't actually show that far, but like I wish the anime for Oda Nobunaga no Yabo actually like carried on for a little bit more after that point, cause like they stopped off at the most interesting point, which was the part where the main character kind of realized that he had caused a rift in history, right? Because he realized that like through his intervention, the timeline had been split, and then they cut it off. The anime, I feel like, would have been most interesting after that, because you could go into a whole like fictional like not asymmetrical, but like alternate history into like what would have happened if like Nobunaga knew what would have stopped them from like actually being able to survive and like unite the province, I mean the country. I'm not supporting the... but shouldn't games be allowed to use alternate history? That would no longer 10 plus 5 and the 2 press at the same time. I mean, if they are, that is... No, but the two wouldn't exist at the same time, and if... Like, it would not exist at the same time simply because of the fact that there would be no... Even if they went on an ahistorical path, there would be no logical reason for both of them to exist at the same time. Like, I can't even think of a situation where that would happen, because like the only time that could happen is if you had an asymmetrical or like a alternate history where Nobunaga and Hideyoshi somehow split and both had their own like, and both set up as a separate family and like with their own, and became a daimyo in their own right separately for some reason, which they would basically have to rewrite the entirety of history for that to happen, because for what reason would the two of them suddenly split? And for what reason would a samurai then wear both crests simultaneously? Because like, typically both the crest on his armor, like the issue is more that like the crest on his armor and his flag are different at the same time. So like, this should not be able to happen, because like you both would be the same. Like that's how like the armor, like the how do you put it, the crest on armor work. Both are supposed to be the same because both are for the family for whom you are fighting for as a samurai. So that if we somehow assume a separate history, an alternate history where both of this can coexist in the same time, then what would likely have happened is that both families, or like for some reason Hideyoshi would have his own faction and he would be warring separately from Nobunaga completely. So there is no reason why someone would wear both simultaneously if we were going for any form of like historical accuracy at all. Like the thing with the Assassin's Creed series is that while it's typically alternate history, the world setting is typically like fairly accurate to the era. But the issue of this is that you would basically have to be like completely rewriting the culture of the country in a way to have both coexist in this similar form. If you're asking, like the reason why, and this like kind of links to Infinity's question, is that like the banner on the flag here is the flag for Toyotomi Hideyoshi, like one of like Nobunaga's loyal servants who basically took Nobunaga's place after Nobunaga had died as the head, and like he basically started his own like Hideyoshi as a separate like not exactly family, but like as, yeah, I guess it's his own family after Nobunaga's death. So there wouldn't really be a period where you would do this, because then like who are you fighting for? Like this, oh, you mean this? Yeah. So the reason why people find it strange is because of the fact that like this should not happen in and of itself, because like this means that you're representing both families simultaneously for some reason, which at that point, why is a samurai fighting for two simultaneous families and representing a different one on each like of his like, you know, regalia, his armor? Like the only way that we would have a alternate history where this could both simultaneously coexist is if for some reason Hideyoshi rebelled against Nobunaga. Which if we go like as you say, like if he was a Templar spy or something, and like maybe that's what they did, and because of that Hideyoshi rebelled against him, and therefore you have both existing in the same time period, then it kind of doesn't make sense as to why he is representing both simultaneously. Unless this is supposed to be like not his flag, and it's just in the background for some reason, and he's just standing here like with a flag that it's like in his exact same colors, but it's not his flag. Then maybe, but like if not, this should not simultaneously exist. And that's why people in Japan are like finding it weird, because like for the most part, even when the main character is like different and like the history itself is not 100% accurate, the world setting has always been something that they have always treated with like some degree of accuracy, and that has always been like fairly accurate for all of the previous like Assassin's Creed games as well. And so like due to the fact that like all of a sudden when it's Japan, everything is wrong, it's kind of what is like pissing people off. Because it's not just this figure, like there was the thing yesterday as well with the whole like tatami, the tatami itself not looking like what actual tatami should look like, which like there's no physical reason to change that, and if the game is meant to be set in Japan as well. Also, there's the thing that we brought up before as well, wherein the text here is also wrong. Yeah, this one is completely wrong. So like why, like it's, I'm more skeptical on the scholar they brought on board, to be honest. They didn't bring a scholar on board, that's the thing. Like literally when they introduced the person who was in charge of ensuring the historical accuracy of the game, it was a DEI person. Like it was not an actual Japanese person. They said later on that like they did confirm stuff with the Osaka and Tokyo Ubisoft teams as well, but it's kind of strange that like if they confirmed all of this with an actual Japanese person living in Japan, that you would get stuff like the kanji on the box being completely wrong as well. I can't zoom it for some reason, but yeah. If you're wondering where the kanji is wrong, it's just this, by the way. And the fact that this is connected to the top as well. Like the top here should not be connected to the line on top of it. So this should be like lower down, and this dot should be over here instead. Wasn't there one with research about priests preying on boys? Yeah, they did bring that up as well. About how like they mentioned that like in Japan in the past you tend to have a lot of like romanticization by monks of like like some stuff with little boys or something, which were like I don't know, like if they want to bring that up as a sign of like how people were fucked in the past, that's fine, but like that was brought up by the same person, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, right? Because I don't remember exactly where that point came from, but I saw it in the same article. So it could very well have been the same person as the tatami thing. But yeah, these are supposed to both be the same kanji, but this one is just wrongly written. So like I don't know how they got the QC for that wrong. Like if they truly did ask a Japanese person about it, it's a very strange thing to be getting wrong. Oh, but streamers, huh? So there very well could be like nothing on it yet, because I have not seen anything about this on Twitter in Japan. The soundtrack's already out? I'm genuinely curious. Did no one else really mention it in Japan? But yeah, like I'm all for the idea of like alternate history in games as well, since like I'm the kind of stupid like brainlet that actually enjoys stuff like Crusader Kings and like being able to like completely rewrite history of those games as well, right? Like I'm the kind of like person who would like play as the Vikings and sail all the way to South Africa instead, and just like start like setting up a kingdom in Africa instead. So like I'm all for like weird rewritings of history just for the sake of like entertainment, but I don't know, with this one it's a little weird simply because of the fact that like they also did choose to make the characters real, like based off real people instead. Like it's not a truly fictional, fully fictional character in a fictional setting. The character is named after the actual like samurai, not samurai, but the actual like African American who served under Nobunaga, supposedly. So, yeah, I don't know, we'll have to see. Like, maybe there's something, maybe we are missing something out, right? Like, maybe that, like, there is that, like, very minute possibility that, like I just play devil's advocate, right? Like, this flag is technically on the floor behind him, so maybe it is, like, some, as Box said, maybe it is, like, some ahistorical thing. And, like, this is just meant to be, like, something in the background to represent, like, something else that we will only know in the actual plot of the game. Perhaps, I don't know, right? But either way, all of these various cock-ups does make it a little worrying whether or not we would get a fair representation of like what is supposed to be Sengoku in Japan. That's what I worry about. Because like a Japanese Assassin's Creed, right? I mean, or rather, an Assassin's Creed that takes place in Japan is something that probably many people out there have like been waiting for a very long time. I know that includes me as well. You know, when I saw the banners, like AC2, AC3 were like the last AC games I played, but like I remember back then being so excited, like, oh yeah, maybe we'll get a Chinese one and maybe a Japanese one as well, and that would be really cool. You know, someday. So like I wanna hope that they won't fuck it up. But you know, after Odyssey, I'm a little worried. I'm really a little worried. For those of you who didn't play Odyssey and wondering why I'm worried, Odyssey was the game where they actually added like stats into AC, in the sense that like you trying to assassinate a guy could potentially fail, was something that was added around then, if I'm not mistaken, wherein like if your level was too low and you tried to assassinate the guy, your assassination would fail. Which has me kind of worried of the direction that the game itself is going as well. If that's actually gonna be a thing that's possible now. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. He just died? Why is this taking so long? This is making me feel like getting the attacks wrong really does like... This makes me feel like getting the attacks wrong really just like reduces your damage massively. Like I feel like the battle did end up being a fair bit slower. Oh my god, it actually is the case. Oh no. This game is actually toxic. Holy shit. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. 48 EXP. So like really if you don't figure out the combo and you don't like do the right combo from the start and like so the way this game basically works, if I'm understanding this right, is that you need to figure out, like you remember how there were 10 parts on the enemy, right? You need to figure out each of the single parts correctly. You need to be correct from the very first time you do it if you want maximum EXP from the battle. If by the end of the battle you somehow still have not figured out the full order, you have the possibility of ending up with 48 EXP instead. So there's a 10 times difference in the EXP thereabout.
Just as expected from Sir 9.
Is what I'm getting from this. If you get the combo correct, you get 10 times the EXP of someone who gets the combo wrong. That's actually insane. Oh no. Oh no. It's a good thing we have a guide here. Because not only are the battles slower, but the game is actually, but like you actually like become hyper inefficient if you can't like get it right from the start. Like the way I see this, like the way that would make the most sense to play this game is to basically replay every battle a minimum of 2 times just to figure out the orders. Is the impression I'm getting right now. You think Isekai Harem life can be real with AI controlled matrix? I mean, if it's happening within a virtual reality, is it truly real? I guess? I don't know. Ooh. Everything feels real, it's real. Is it though? It feels real, but you can't actually stick your PP into an actual elf. I guess maybe they could like give you a flashlight for that, but like, you know, you can't actually have your elf babies in that sense, right? In your mind. Yeah, but like when I go to sleep, I feel like stuff on my mind as well. But like at the same time, is it really real? Maybe it is, right? Maybe I'm maybe like when I go to sleep, I'm like falling into some alternate universe or something. But like, who knows? You may be onto something. Oh, the UI looks horrible. Harem Knight Elven Princess. Hey, it may not necessarily be destroyed,
Man,
right?
what a waste of time.
We
I
might
need a drink to fix my mood.
we might actually get like elf kinda, right? Maybe you'll find like an alien species that is basically just elves, like the Eldari from Warhammer or something. Right, I mean they were pretty much just elves. Yeah, you very well might just find like space elves somewhere in the wall, and then like that just kind of works out. Right, like kind of like that. No, I can't show that. Okay, yeah, no, I can't show that. I clicked on the image, and then like the first thing below is like some like Ane Shota thing, but Warhammer. Yeah, I can't show that.
This rotten town isn't making me feel any better either.
You and me both, man.
Why would you say that about the place you were born and raised?
I don't like it.
Huh? A sealer? What the hell are you doing here? I hate sealers.
That's like some...
So what? You have a thing against sealers? And yet you're just some no-name blade.
You're just a no-name blade.
Oh, don't worry. I hate blades too.
But you're one of them.
But you're a blade.
I feel like I'm like watching like the prequels Star Wars or something. Like the dialogue is like the dialogue feels like I'm watching like the prequels or something. Like I don't like sand. It's rough and coarse and it gets everywhere. If you're not with me, then you're my enemy. She's the English voice of Haruhi. Oh, I've never heard that before.
Just because I am one doesn't mean I have to like it.
That's actually pretty cool. Maybe I should go watch the English dub of Haruhi just for the fun of it, right? I think like today it was
just come
28
down and tell
degrees
us what
max.
we're gonna do, like it or not.
Let me check. It felt fine. Like I actually today felt like okay. Like I went out to buy lunch and I came back and I was like,
the
yeah.
strongest blade around would be
Well, it
some
felt
weird
fine.
kid.
I came home and it was fine as well. At night. Like yeah, it was 26 tops today. Right? Was it 26? No, it was 32 tops. But I guess I was not. No, I was out around then.
How
It did not
interesting.
feel like 32 though. Like it definitely did not feel like 32.
Glad to entertain.
But yeah, now it's 22 though. So it went down by 10 degrees.
So I
Till now.
suppose you two have met.
So like nights are typically fine, except when I'm in my room, because like my room is kind of fucked.
Hey, old man. What's the story here?
Because like my room is like I have no windows that I can open, so my
Was she supposed to
PC
do
just
the
overheats
ceiling
my
if your
room
little
and it's
gadget
like
didn't work?
way hotter in here than outside. Still burning here. That's just like me in my
Wrong.
room.
I'm your replacement for when you fail.
I'm your replacement for when you fail.
Mr. Blade with a smart mouth.
Ha! What good could a sealer do?
What good could a sailor do?
Plus, you can't blame me for how I talk.
Bad. but because I'm 1 km to the seashore, it's very humid. Means what makes it garbage. Yeah, like the humidity
I
definitely
just had a
hurts
crappy
with that.
childhood.
Like here
Not that
I
the
was
king
like,
here didn't go out of his way to buy the best
I was
education in
slightly high
town.
here as well. I think like I can't tell because it didn't feel bad when I went outside, but like according to Google, it was 84% today.
Formoval's power is
But it feels like, but yeah,
Many
it does
were
feel
raised
bad
as
when it's like
warriors to
hot
protect our
and
kingdom
humid.
from
Like the
its
humidity is
barbarian
really
hordes.
kills the heat. I feel like.
You are one of those warriors, Nine.
Like in a way, summer is probably gonna be more bearable because like when it gets to summer, it's like yeah, it's hot, but it's less humid than in like, you know, the transition from spring to summer.
So you adopted me in order to turn me into a soldier and send me to war. I'm so grateful I just might cry. And now there are fields of corpses across the land thanks to your sense of justice. And everybody...
You've abandoned your duties and your kingdom. How could you possibly understand? The seals I have set up across the land grow weaker, while the enemy grows ever stronger. Your time has come to accept your fate and end Formoval's campaign of death.
So corny.
My time here as king of our land is drawing to an end.
You are so right about that. Glad to see you haven't lost all your senses. My lord!
My lord.
What the?
What the?
Sir Alfred, have you gone mad?
Have you gone mad?
Al! What the hell are you doing?
He's killing your dad. What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
Yeah, no shit. It's obvious. You just ran a sword through the motherfucker.
Surely you understand. Or do I need to convince you too?
Wait, no. The English subs are wait. The Japanese subs are different. What the fuck? He's like, it's completely different. Like, look at in English, he's right now saying that like, no, like in Japanese, the text actually says like, brother, you are a brother. You seem to be an obstacle as well. So should I have you die too, or something like that? Like, then the English is like, isn't it obvious? Like what is going on? It's actually different. Gasp. Okay, Alfredo. The bearded guy is the English voice of Joseph Joestar when he's older. Oh. So I guess we now know what they were doing before they were actually getting good like anime voice jobs, huh? Like before they got to do like good actual like dub positions, they were doing shit like this. Like, I think this game came out around the period of Haruhi, so like Haruhi's voice actress probably got this around that time, I feel like. But like, yeah, for the rest of them, I guess this is like the origin story. It's a lot like when we saw like the Japanese Saitama's voice actor in Ogo no Kizuna, right? It's kind of like that. It's like, oh yeah, this guy was famous. What's he doing in this Kusoge? Oh no! Use a magic shield. No, he's dead. barely any XP. Also, we won the battle. We actually beat him. What the fuck is going on?
Huh. I guess I'm still not strong enough.
You're better off sticking with necromancy. You don't stand a chance with a sword.
Yeah, bro. Go back to your love necromancy, folks. This is a man's job.
So what's your problem? Are you out of your mind?
He's very calm for someone whose father just got murdered in front of him, I have to say.
I know lots of people at the palace are getting involved in some religion, but
It's not religion, brother. It's magical science.
It's not religion, brother. It's magical science. He sounds like an actual nerd
what's
right
the
now.
difference?
Science uses solid evidence to reveal worldly truths. Religion relies on faith.
It's like there's just like the slight differences between the Japanese and the English text as well. Like the Japanese text here actually says like, science gives me the answers. So it's very different from religion, which just asks me to believe.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So what worldly truth were you hoping to find by killing our dad?
You guys are taking their time. Everyone is taking their time. It's like he sounds so calm. You know what he sounds like? He's like he sounds like, bruh, that's not cool that you killed our dad. Why did you do that? It's for science, brother, not religion. It's like,
Well, something like this, actually.
Huh?
huh? See, let's just take a
What?
break. Yes.
I figured Father wouldn't want to die alone.
Let's just take a break. Like, everyone is like, where is everyone?
Damn it. Just a coward. How dare you?
The English is very off. Like I'm reading the Japanese text while the voices are playing, and
Anyway,
it's like,
the king is no longer useful. I'll let him get back to being dead. I guess I owe him that much.
it's like there's just like weird differences between the two.
But I'd rather not see his face ever again. Be sure to cremate the body, Bellum.
Sir Alfred, how could you?
How could you?
Well then, allow me to excuse myself before he begins lecturing me. Oh, and my apologies, young miss, but I'll be taking that little toy.
Why are you telling me that?
Ah, should I be talking to someone else?
Whatever you say.
Good answer.
Like everyone was just like chilling. It feels like the servant was just like standing there. He didn't even scream the whole time. He just like fucking watched the king get murdered and just like time to go on my smoke break.
You're...
You forgot already? I'm Aisha Romandine.
So, did I die?
You sure did.
Then,
Let's keep
are you
going
here to
again.
damn me? Or to forgive me?
This game came out in 2010. What else came out in 2010? Call of Duty. Halo Reach came out in 2010?
Is there a reason I should do either?
Bioshock 2. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Fallout New Vegas. All of those games came out in 2010. I'm done. I'm so fucking done with this. What's this corny dialogue, Lamau? Welcome to one of the I think this is the Kusoge game of the year for 2010 actually.
Sure, there's plenty, but I'll pass on that for now. if
Welcome.
possible.
You're in for a treat.
Well, don't worry. You're wrong anyway.
Before you ask me why the voices are in English, there is no choice of language. This game was released for Japan. No, it's made by a Japanese company, released in Japan, with English voices. Don't ask me why, I have no idea either.
I'm...
So, what's a sealer doing here? Did Al kill you too? Man, that's gotta suck.
Yeah, 2010, Kusoge Game of the Year.
Freya Velmas.
Huh?
Huh?
It's a spell forbidden by all the gods. You were dead, but not anymore.
Wow! Deus Ex Machina magic, dude! How unexpected and quirky!
So you brought me back to life?
Yeah, doofus!
Not quite.
Oh.
We share a single soul now. The Mino Room is the only place where we can both exist at the same time.
Vamino room?
The Mino
Yes,
Room.
where we are now. It was created by the god Mectilia to control the world.
So it's like some holy safe house or what?
I have no idea what the fuck's going on.
This is no joke. Now listen carefully.
They have been throwing like law-specific terms over and over, and I have no idea who is who. Like, I have no idea who McTaylor is.
When
who
you want
like
to
Shamalama
return to the
Ding Dong
real
is. Like,
world,
there's just so many
I
names being
have to
thrown
remain
around
in
that I have
this
no idea what's
room.
going on.
And when I'm out, you have to stay. It's kind of a pain, but that's what sharing a soul is all about.
So we're like two souls in one? What kind of lame joke is this?
The dialogue, I cannot.
I'm dead serious here. I literally put my life on the line for you.
It's not too good, the person playing it said. I have no idea
And what do you get out of all of this?
I'm on a mission to seal a certain demon.
This feels like I don't know how to feel about the plot.
I know you have great potential as a blade, so I need you to help me with this.
Yeah, Naruto, you gotta give her some help with that demon.
In return, I'll help you get revenge.
Passive aggressive conversations. It's 2010, right? This was the era where every female protagonist had to be the sassy, independent lady who need no man. Like, it was a very different era where everyone was the sassy bitch. You know, it's like it's like the era of girl boss protagonists, I guess.
I'll pass. Thanks, but no thanks.
No, if they aren't sassy, they don't work
I
in 2010. And every like edgy anime guy has to be the sarcastic, like dweeb sounding dude who's just like all edgy and like, yeah, fuck authority, man. Screw the rules, I'm too cool for that. Oh, I'm sorry, were you walking there? Can I see you with how short you were?
But
Like, it
aren't
feels
you
like
furious with yourself?
it feels like that era of like dialogue and storytelling, which like I don't know, it certainly was a different era.
You let your own father kill you.
I mean,
You lost, and you're just gonna let it go?
You know it wasn't a fair fight.
Your younger brother betrayed you, and your undead father killed you. That's even worse than losing fairly.
Whatever. I can die however I want.
what is happening? Wait, which part of the plot did you come in? So from what I'm understanding so far, it's like he was gonna see his so he's a blade, which is like a person who like I think kills monsters with a sword or something. And then he was on the way to meet his father, who was the king. And then his younger brother, who is some nerd who believes in like necromantic magic technology, killed his father and threw some exposition about not liking religion at him. And then his younger brother, who assassinated their father, and him had a fairly long dialogue where both of them sounded too calm for a bunch of people who just witnessed their father get murdered and murdered their father. And then his younger brother he resurrected their father and used him to stab his brother and kill him. And then he ran away. And then there was something about gods and shit, but I have no idea like what's going on with
It's not like
that.
they're even my real family.
Oh. Cool. Good to know.
Anyway, the power to control the dead. So, Al used Formivol's power?
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, there was some stuff about like gods and like god of evil, god of shadows and god of light or something, but like I have no idea what happened with that part because I was too busy cringing at the voice.
But I've never heard of a human being able to control it like that. This is wrong.
I gotta admit, I'd rather not die before I find out what's really going on.
I mean, I'm just as confused as you
I
are.
hate the
so,
idea
like,
of that pansy Al bragging about how he killed me. So I guess I don't have a choice.
I'm just
I'll
as
help
confused
you
as you are,
till
to
I
be
can kill
honest.
that punk.
So like, I explained the thing, and I'm just as confused as you are.
Thanks, Mr. Blade with a bad attitude.
I feel like, you know the meme with the guy who goes like, this all I feel right now. Like the dialogue is so corny, like Lord save me. If I move around. Oh. Okay, so now I can like swap between the two of them. So like all I know from the plot is that he's a blade and she's a sealer. I don't know what the fuck a sealer is, other than that she is one. And apparently she had the power to like prevent him from dying by combining their souls together. But now only one of them can enter the human world at any given time. Also, my stats don't change whoever I pick. So like, really the only difference in picking her over him is just the fact that like, I think if she's walking around the wall, I heal MP, and if he's walking around on the wall map, I heal HP. Is he floating? Okay, no, I'm guessing there's just glass there. There's some glass that I can't really see or something. Also, I forgot to mention, but this thing has this thing has like fucking airplane controls. I hate it. Thanks, I hate it now. Can I talk to them? No. So, I mean, if we get the choice, obviously we're gonna play as the waifu instead, right?
I never knew about this place.
Looks like this black stone wall is connected to the room.
I wouldn't call it a wall, but okay.
I thought this thing was just some kind of magical barrier or something.
Are you sure you're fit to be the king's successor? You seem pretty clueless.
Shut up. I never really cared what happened in this kingdom anyway.
Ooh,
I
what an
wonder if this
edgelord.
land was also under the influence of Mactilia.
Who knows? Gods do weird stuff. But this is just a door to us. Which is good enough for me. Thank God.
You sure are arrogant for a blade. What would Mactilia have to say?
Jeez, what's their problem? Where they...
I have to assume they're guardians of the stone.
The game takes place in a wall of Junavol, which is governed by the will of the two gods, Mactilia and Faunavor. Mactilia is the god of death. Okay, that makes sense. While Faunavor is the god of life, presiding over the birth of all and creation of everything. Wait, but didn't the necromancer guy say something about like using the power of Faunavor or something? So like, does necromancy count as, or was he like doing Mactilia stuff? Those are people, blades and sealers special powers. Blades have unparalleled power to destroy things physically, while sealers have the magical power to destroy souls. Luminous power on the other hand grants him the ability to revive any dead object. Ah! You think they could have explained that to us at the start, right? Like,
Oh yeah? Then we're the ones they're guarding against,
that,
huh?
that's a good explanation, actually. Like, now I kind of get it. Not completely, but I kind of get it.
This is a good chance for us to practice fighting in this body.
I don't need to practice crap. I just gotta kill him, right?
But what I'm saying is things might be a little different from what you're used to. Whatever. You'll see what I mean in a minute.
Yeah, this kind of confusing though. Like, Formable having the god of life is the one that allows you to revive any dead object. So like necromancy is a life thing, not a death thing in this. Okay, so I can use both of them in battle simultaneously, that's what they're saying. Guardian Jedi. Oh, but yeah, since you weren't here for the battle segment just now, Yuri, I can explain it now. So the way battles work in this game is that, like, at the start of the battle, when you select the enemy, you have multiple parts in the enemy that you can attack here. So left ear, right ear, mouth, back, tail, and head. Right, so what you need to do is that you need to attack each of these parts in the correct order to maximize the amount of EXP you can get at the end of the battle. So in this case, like for example, the way to maximize damage and to optimize your EXP gain will be to hit the enemy in the following order. Wait, no. Three, 1, 2, 6, 4, 5. And the way you would find out the correct order is basically by guessing. That's how this game works. So you would do this. Enough. No, you must hit them in the right order or you will get less than a tenth of the correct amount of EXP. Or like you'll get about a tenth of the amount of EXP as the guy who gets it all correct. So let's say, like, I don't know what I'm doing, right? So like, if I didn't know what the correct order was, what I would basically need to do is go like, okay, I don't know what the order is. Let me go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then like, oh, okay, maybe that might be wrong. So let me go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5, 6. And on the third one, I'll go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And I'll attack again. And then I would basically have to watch and look like, okay, I didn't get a bingo. This means that like I didn't get any like of the correct hit. Okay, I got 0 bingos. That means I got 1 bingo. That means that out of the 6, I have correctly guessed 1 of the 6. Which you will see now that because I guessed 1 of the 6 correctly, I can see now that this says 2. So now I know that this is the second in the order. And in doing this, I have basically fucked up the amount of EXP I can get from this stage, because this basically means that because I did, like, as you can see from the HP, about half their damage without hitting the combo at all, basically I'm probably gonna get half the EXP I would get if I were to get all of it correct. I guess we can do that as a last thing for today, and I'll show you what I mean. But like, so like, I know this is not 1, I know this is not 1, I know this is not 2. These are both not 3. These are both not 4. This is not 5, and this is not 5. This is not 6, and this is not 6. So that means basically that like, this is not 1, this is not 1. So I guess like we could go for this is 1. This is 2 for sure. We know that both of these are not 3, and that this is also not 3. So these 3 are not 3. So we have a 50% chance of getting 3 if we pick this or this. We know both of these aren't 4. I think. Oh, what did I do again? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is not 4. So this has to be 4, right? And we know that these are both not 5. And I did like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is not 5. So this is 5. Then this is 6. So like this is the kind of like mental thinking you need to do just to hit the enemy with your basic attack in order to get EXP. Basically. And you have to do this for every single enemy type, as basically all these gamers. You're gonna sit here and basically like do like fucking Sudoku as the gameplay mechanic. It has skills, but in order to make the most out of your skills, you first need to get the combo correct. Wait, what's it again? 4. No, 4? This is not 6. This is 6. No. This is 5. This is 6. So the way your skills will basically do no damage unless you first do this and you get the bingo. See, so now I've gotten all the bingos, which basically means that I got the entire combo correct. And if you get the entire combo correct, your skills do more damage when you hit them with it because the enemy is now sealed. So now that I have done the thing, Yeah, all that for the basic attack, yes. Okay, so I need... So after I defeat the enemy, I need to use her special attack to seal its soul. Right? Yeah. Then I can use his attack now to like... So now that I've hit them and like I've like stunned the individual organs on them, I can now use his spell to do additional damage to all of them. Yeah, that's a spell. And now that they are down, I need to use her skill to seal them away, or they become stronger if I don't seal them. That was a spell. Yeah, it's an ice spell. And that's the battle. As you can see over here, which is what I pointed out to everyone before, this top number here is how much EXP you get base. This is the amount of like bonus EXP you get, and bonus EXP is basically based off like how much you manage to combo during the battle. So you need to combo off, or you only get this. You notice there's a very big disparity between the two numbers. And that's the game. Too big? No, 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 it's actually bigger. Remember, we already fucked up at the start of this one, right? When I was trying to show you what happens and when you try to like basically guess what in this game. The moment you start and you input the thing and you're wrong, you already lose EXP. So like, we're gonna see how much more it is if I do it perfectly. But basically what I'm understanding is that if you actually want to level up efficiently in this game, you basically need to do every battle twice, is the understanding I'm getting right now. You need to do it once to guess the attack, and then once you know what each of the part order is, you basically need to write it down in a book or something, and then come back and do it after. Or you will not get your maximum amount of EXP. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How are you? Yeah, see, this is precisely why this was the Kusoge game of the year, I guess. Right? We're getting like true proof as to why this was the Kusoge game of the year now. But you know what? Compared to the previous years, this isn't that bad. Like, I'm thinking back to every year's boss game. This is no, I mean it's on it's kind of on the level of No Gear, but like kind of better but simultaneously worse. Yeah, it's like we're kind of comparing like garbage with garbage in a way, like and like saying that this isn't as bad, but it's still not that good, to be honest. Look at the EXP difference. Look at it. And reflect on life a little. Do you see how insane this is? Remember, we only got it wrong one set the last time around. The first set, where I made my guess, right? That was the only time we got it wrong. Right, I did not fuck up a single time after that. I got it correct the second time around. And we got 141. We get everything correct. It's 323. Absolutely bonkers. Like, what the fuck is going on? The EXP values have doubled from fucking up for one turn. Or not fucking up one turn. It's truly a game.で、本に振り分けることで、ちなみに僕のおすすめはスピリットカバリーだよ。もうスピリットリカバリー。あと、その中にはいろんな便利なものがあって、あらすじ、診断書を読むといいよ。On the bright side, they did do one very nice QOL thing, which is that if you ever weren't sure, like, what the plot of the game, what the plot of the game is for some reason, you can just like come over here and read it in text form. Or you can like look at all of the terminology in the game. Like oh, what is Estarode? Estarode. Wow, it's the capital. Any keys to open the treasure box? Middle Hill. Okay, it's a Middle Hill potion. I get the feeling that's gonna be pretty mid, but we'll have to see. Wait, why are we using him? Where's the waifu? Oh, there she is. Oh, so like I get more keys probably the more of the enemies the more efficiently I beat the enemies as well. So like if I'm understanding it right, this is not good for me at least. Because if I'm understanding it right, this basically means that like because like the more efficiently you beat them, it's not just about getting more EXP, it's also about getting more items. So I'm getting the feeling that because I need like keys to open every single chest in this game, I'm basically getting like the only reason why I'm probably able to open all of this chest is because I efficiently beat the bosses as well, on the enemies as well.
Sir Nine!
Sir Nine!
Hey, how's it going? What? You see a ghost or something?
Oh. The lines are so corny.
But I carried your body to the morgue, along with the king's.
It's so cheesy.
Well, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. Just know that Formivol's power had nothing to do with it, so don't worry. So, where's Alfred?
Truly, his voice acting. Hey,
Ah,
Naruto,
well,
where's
He
Alfred?
took the device you brought back and headed off toward Uller.
So 9. He took the device and ran off to the east, past the Valley of Bones towards the Hill of Ogres.
Uller, huh? That's definitely not good.
That's
Did he go
definitely
by
not
himself?
good.
Yes, sir. I saw no accomplices. But knowing him, I think we can safely assume he has many allies in hiding.
And you? Are you his ally in hiding?
Of course not. I serve the king alone.
9.
What?
We're gonna switch, okay?
Hey!
So we should probably head to Uller, huh?
What do you think you're doing?
What in the world?
I'm the reason 9 is alive again. Sorry to frighten you like this. Like he said, it's difficult to explain, and it doesn't really matter right now.
What do you mean it doesn't really matter? They're literally skipping over the entirety of why the system works. Just because they don't want to explain it. It's just like, oh yeah, the systems, the logic behind this, the magic is too complicated. It's not important. What is important is that we get to the city of All.
I see.
Hey, I've heard of a lot of female sealers disappearing in that area. And you heard what Bellum said. Al might very well not be alone.
Yeah, so? Just so you know, I can take care of myself, okay?
Yeah, she's a strong, independent woman.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Don't believe me? We could settle this in the Vamino room if you want. We'd just be committing suicide, though.
Big talk, little girl.
Help. Save me, please. Someone actually drew fan art for the screen. That looks like fan art. It just looks completely like they just like commissioned artists to draw fan art for them.
Why? Why won't the door open?
Arzalide's magical seals are still standing.
Who are you?
They must be interfering with Formivol's power.
What the fuck is he?
Such a nuisance. Even in death, that old cripple impedes me.
There's
talking
no
about
need to
Mari?
rush.
Hey, she's
we
not at all.
simply need more time.
I'm sick of hearing that. This time I will have success.
Oh, that's it. They never explained who that was, by the way. They literally just showed a random dude, fucking snail monster man. Never named him till now. He just talked to him like it was just a normal situation. Like, ah, yeah, you know, not this snail man. That's very normal. Like, my brother in Christ, what is going on in this game? Brothers in Christ are having a field day. No, my brothers in Christ don't exist anymore because clearly, according to the main characters like necromantic, science magic, little brother, like the magic tech as the thing that will save the world, not religion. Like you don't need no magic. I mean, you don't need no religion. You just need magic tech. You know, I do genuinely wonder which would be worse to play, this or Assassin's Creed Shadows when it comes out. Which will I suffer more playing? Probably this, but like, you know, I do enjoy the hyperbole of this conversation just a little bit. They might be close, so I actually wonder how bad that game will be. Wait, I get 0 bonus EXP? This is supposed to happen? Wait, what the fuck? So I just get 4 EXP? Wait, then what was the point of battle? Like, I need 419 EXP to get to level 3. You're telling me that battle gave me 4. Can I get up there? Bruh. It gave me 4 EXP. Am I going insane? What's this? Oh, this, what the fuck? There's a lot of them. Cyclops. That's a very cute looking Cyclops, I have to say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. Won't make you like this game. Oh. Help. Wait, did I get the damage wrong? Wait, huh? Wait, did I get the attack order wrong? I got it wrong. So that's why. It's 1, 2, it's 2, 1, 3, 4, 6, 5, 7, not 5, 6, 7. Also, this animation is really long, I have to say. How long did I just spend staring at animations? Those felt like really long like animations, like what the fuck? Like this was the combo. Oh no, I forgot to seal the body. The animations are really slow. And there's no skip button either. know, this makes me think of like Final Fantasy VIII and like, or like the older Final Fantasies in general, and like how smooth like combat was in those games if you think about it. Like attack animations are fairly fast. Like when they are fancy, but typically they are fancy in a way that gives the player agency. 96 game, yeah. Like you think about like maybe not. I don't really know as much about FF7, but like FF8, an actually good, actually good game, yes. Like I think back to that when I play this, and I think back to like how smooth and how on tempo animations are, right? Like a basic attack is just like squalls, gambit going like bam, and that's it. And then like when you cast a spell, there's an animation. You know, there's a cool cut animation, but it's not. It doesn't feel like it overstays its welcome usually. And I think to like their like limit breaks, right? Where the limit breaks are like the longest skills you have, like in terms of the actual like how long the skills take to cast. And it's like I think of that, and then I'm like, yeah, the animations for limit breaks are long, yes, but they are long in a way that's entertaining because the animations actually give you agency during them. Like with Squall's Ragnarzuken, you actually have to like pull the trigger of your controller in sync with his attacks to cause it to explode. With Zell, you literally had like Street Fighter inputs that you had to input to like get his attacks to like chain all the way on until like you finish his limit break out bar ran out and stuff like this. And I'm like, there was a lot of agency in that. And even when you didn't have agency for some characters, it's like the animations were shorter and it didn't feel like they overstayed their welcome. But with this, I feel like it needs to leave a little faster. It's like the one neighbor that you don't want to have staying around. It's what I feel about the animations in this game. Like, why? I don't want to watch him hit 7 times like this for his basic attack. Oh, I just doubled up from that. Cool. Oh god, there's another fight. I don't want to do it. No. Oh, it's just one of them. Okay, that's fine then. If it's just one, it's fine. And another thing I take issue with the way that the battles are done in this game is also the fact that like once you figure out the combo, there is no agency left in the battle anymore. Like you don't really have once you figure out the combo, there literally isn't much left for you to do in a battle with the same enemy, right? Like, what am I gonna do? Oh, you mean just repeat the action that I've done before? Ow, right. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, the overall hitbox is problematic as well. It feels way too big. And the hitbox on your own like slash for a symbol attack is pretty bad as well. In the tier 1 there was already animation skip. There's no animation watching it an issue. Yeah, like for sure. Like the Disgaea series was really good. Like most of their games are really good. Like by 2010 was when they made ZHP, I think. The Zettai Hero Project. Which was one of my favorite Nippon Ichi games. Right? Yeah, this was exactly in 2010. Like, they released this game, arguably one of my favorite games that they ever made, in 2010. It was basically a roguelike game released in 2010 with like Disgaea mechanics by the company that made Disgaea. It's actually pretty cool, to be honest. Like, it was like you started every battle at level 1 again. Not roguelike, I guess, a roguelite. Where like you would go through a dungeon, you get loot, and then you would use the loot to go back to town and like upgrade your body so that every time you start up your next run, you have like very marginal like stat increases, and then that helps you to like go even deeper down the randomized dungeon. Like Nippon Ichi was doing really good stuff in 2010. Like not just this game, but this game as well. Like they have good games. They know how to do better. Which is what makes this game so bizarre. Maybe it's the other studio, right? Maybe it's not just them. Maybe it's the other studio's fault. Who's the other studio? Hitmaker. Hello, Rob. One close news episode. Can we try to hire a dude and then bring him a abandoned building and bring two girls in the bar? Still fighting Senku in one hunt. This is Mahjong. No. Clearly in their world, everything can be resolved to the power of Mahjong, clearly everything. Hitmaker Corp is responsible for the PS2 and PS1 future GP at Cyber Formula games. A Witch's Tale DS. Is it because of the other studio? I feel like it might be because of the other studio. So it's like a complicated children's card game. Yeah, solve everything with the power of cardboard. Yeah, I feel like it's the other studio's fault. I think like maybe it's more of the what's it called again? What's the studio's name? Hitmaker. Yeah, this studio. No, not that one. This one. A development studio formed in 1998 that commonly worked with Nippon Ichi Software, not to be confused with Sega's former studio Hitmaker. I mean, their games aren't that many, and looking at all of their previous releases, it kind of feels like it's in that vibe. The banner behind you. There's a fox doll. It's the Nin Nin drama. Yuakai. I feel like maybe it's this company's fault. I have no idea. But I feel like Nin Nin. No, she's Izuna. Her name is Izuna. She just says Nin Nin. No way I touched that. What the fuck? Is it that much louder? Is it that much? Or was it because the mic was a little too far? Yes, you did. Stop questioning about it. No fucking way. No chance that hit me. It's cheating. AI is cheating. Report. But yeah, her name is Izuna. She says Nin Nin a lot, and she's a ninja person. Mic was far. Yeah, the mic was like this. Which apparently, I'm guessing it makes a very big difference, huh? Can I run from the battle? But yeah, it does seem like maybe the other studios is quite at fault for why this game was this bad. It suddenly does feel a lot like Hitmaker might have caused the drop in quality. Perhaps. the game co-developed. It was Nippon Ichi with Hitmaker. What does the green bar represent? The green bar represents your action points. So like, you can only take as many like basic attack actions as you have CP. Am I actually gonna die? Am I actually? Oh god.
This sucks.
Does this mean I lose all my progress? I think this means I lose all my progress, huh? Since like I didn't manage to get back to the save point. Now, I was trying to run back to the save point because I had a bad feeling that I was gonna die. And I lost all my progress. I knew I should have played it, like, I knew I should have emulated it instead. That way I could have made a save state and like, just like, I could have just save stated it so that this would never happen. Fuck. Such game, I think I'm going off for today. I mean, it's a weekday anyway, so. I kind of do have to go off since it's kind of late, so. I guess we'll just end it off here for today. Oh, that was certainly an adventure. I don't know how bad it gets, but from what I know at least about the game, it's like apparently people were saying that the story is quite bad. And like there's a lot of stuff that was not resolved. And like the gameplay is, as you can see. Like the gameplay itself is like, I feel like it's very how do I put it? How do I put it? It's not very fun and the tempo is all over the place. Like when you have a lot of actions that you can take, the animations take way too long to the point that like you're probably taking an action once every like 30 seconds to a minute. And then like it just loops through everything. And there's like so much guesswork required in trying to like deal the optimal amount of damage and get the optimal amount of EXP. And it's like, but once you know, it's really easy and it trivializes all the fights, right? Because like when you don't know, it's like there's a lot of work that goes into like mentally trying to figure out what you need to do to like get it all correct. But once you do know, because of the fact that they also display at the site, you can just like just copy paste and then there's basically no gameplay left at that point. Because you don't really need to do anything specific. You just need to basic attack with the correct order that you already know. And like every battle will go the same. The CP management does seem like it'll be a little bit of a problem on the overworld though. But yeah, the overall like that was certainly an experience. I have no words for it, to be honest. Like it truly was an experience. I don't know if you guys would I'll probably still try to figure out whether or not how long it'll take me to clear the game. Like, I'll probably clear it for a video if I can clear it, that is. But yeah. Also, I like how the Wikipedia page for this game actually like it tries to make it sound fun. That like the battle system will allow the player to target specific body parts and the reaction will be realistic. If you shoot out the legs of an enemy, his movement will be drastically reduced. What movement? He does not walk. He just attacks you. There is no movement. Blows to arms will weaken their attacks. Yeah, but what if they don't have arms? Like this makes it sound cool, but like this did not play like this at all. The reason why I don't have an emulator setup is because in order to get the emulator setup, I would need no, I have the emulator setup, but to get the game on the PC legally or as legal as I can, I basically need to jailbreak my PS3 and then like transfer the data physically from the PS3 to the PC and then I can play it using the emulator, because the thing with the PS3 is that it uses a very specific disk reader that is not in your average PC disk reader. So if you were to put the PS3 games into an average disk reader, it will not read it at all. And so you need to basically put the burner to like burn out the game so that you can play it on the PC. You need to basically put it in. You need to get that firmware into the PS3, burn the game in the PS3, and then transfer it to your PC, which was very convoluted. And so I was like, yeah, I kind of am done. I feel fine. Let me just like play it on the PS3 and maybe it'll be nostalgic and fun. And it was certainly nostalgic and fun, but like, yeah, this is quite an experience. I like that the game tries to combine logic and RPG, just executed poorly. Yeah, I agree. Like the idea of trying to combine both is kind of interesting. It reminds me a little bit of like playing Divinity 2, where like you had all the different elements and you needed to like mix the elements to like get special effects on the ground and stuff like that. Like you could like throw fire on the ground and then you curse the flame so that like your opponents get burned by a cursed flame that basically prevents healing. Or you pour water on the ground and you bless the water so that it becomes holy water, which heals your teammates but like deals damage to undead and stuff like that. Like stuff like that is fun, and like this game trying to combine logic and RPG is kind of fun in that sense. But like, yeah, it just does not feel like it was executed well. Like the very core idea of making you think tactically in a battle is fun. But the way it is done in this game is not very well done. Is what it does feel like. Yeah, it was just executed poorly. Like the tempo was off because animations are too long. The fights are trivialized once you figure out what to do, because it's like you just have to input a number that they tell you to and you're basically done. And yes, Rod, this is a PS3 game. I have the physical PS3 right there. Like I was basically playing from the PS3 with a controller connected to the PS3 because you didn't really have wireless controllers in that era. See? Good old original PS3 controller. Very nostalgic, I have to say. 9S fell. Yeah, he suddenly was S. So I guess that fits. Haha, got him. But okay, I'll be heading off for now. Thank you guys for dropping by. Yeah, Saturday we'll keep it on lethal. Sunday we'll see how it goes. We could either do this or we could do the other PS3 Kusoge that I have. It's the other one I think would be less bad. Maybe some of you might find it interesting because the concept was interesting and it was actually a game that before I knew what Kusoges were as a kid, I kind of wanted to play it. So that game will be an experience. Hopefully not completely horrible. That would be interesting for me as well, since it was a game that I really wanted to play back in the day, but I could not play it. Question of if a gacha game is not supported anymore, it will still be announced but not get updated. No. It'll basically be no longer downloadable and you won't be able to access the game unless the company specifies specifically that they will make an offline version. Because the thing with gacha game is that to begin with, you need to be online to play the game. So when the game goes out, when the game is not supported anymore and it ends servers, basically they're gonna cut like all online capabilities of the game, which basically means that you can't access the game anymore. Yeah, it'll be a brick app. Yeah, it just becomes an app that when every time you open it, it'll just tell you that you need the cannot connect to it will fail to connect the server, and that's it. Because they're turning off the servers when they end servers. Because it not being supported, it's not just a case of not getting updates, but like they're turning off the servers itself. So yeah, the game is gone. There are very few exceptions where the company makes an offline version of the game, but those are very few and far between still. I think a Mega Man game got it. What else got it? There were a few, but not that many. And so I don't really remember all the examples. There was one Konami game that got it, if I recall. The AU Senki mobile game is gonna get it eventually. And yeah. Yeah, it just ends up being a dead app when that happens. It's the wrong one. There we go. But yeah, okay, I'll be heading off for today. Thank you all for dropping by. Have a good day. Have a good rest. Or have a good rest of the day. Depending on the time there. And have a good night if it's late. Thanks for the stream. No, thank you guys for dropping by for the stream. I don't know what the stream ended up being in the end, but either way, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Right, let's get some of this. Oh, fuck. Fuck, I almost fell off. I was kind of enjoying watching you suffer more. This game was a special kind of suffering. I feel like the fact that it was in English made me suffer a little more than usual. So yeah, you got to watch me cringe quite a fair bit because of the voice acting. I don't know, maybe it's just me not being used to it, but I do not enjoy like the style of like anime English voice acting. Like I feel like I would enjoy English voice acting in anime games a little more if they had the same voice actors as like Assassin's Creed or like Gears of War and the like if they just got the people who did like English voices well to voice this instead of having people who sound like they're trying to do anime people but in English, where it sounds very exaggerated instead. Maybe the voice acting could have been saved, to be honest. I won't say like all English voice acting is bad, because like I have seen plenty of good English voice acting, but this ain't it. And I feel like with a lot of like anime stuff, they get voice actors who are a little too exaggerated and who are trying to capture the anime vibe, which kind of just doesn't work as well with English, because like no one is used to hearing it sound like that. But yeah, I don't know. That said, I hope you all have a good day, have a good rest, and bye-bye.